Hello everyone, my name is Hassan and I wanted to do a introduction video for my channel, Shotokan Design Works, but I just can't resist doing the first video on my channel about Street Fighter 6. It's in the Zeitgeist right now, everyone's talking about it. I would be an idiot not to do a commentary and sort of discussion. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the trailer once. I'm going to just comment as it's going through. And the second time, I'm going to share knowledge. And hopefully, you walk away from this video with something that you didn't know before. So let's start right away. So right away, you're seeing Metro City. For like a background, this looks amazing. And then it hits you, wait a minute, this isn't a background. Love the spray aesthetic, the whole streets vibe. They're really leaning into this. Not really. For strength, I don't like Lucas's voice. It's just something. It's not like a game. But you know what? They've really cleaned them up. He looks really cool. And he looks like the type of guy that's gonna be taking you through the ropes, leading you on your fight journey. A lot of characters to beat him up. Who's this guy? Custom character, very generic. I like it. Shoryuken in a box. People dancing. People fighting people on the street. They should call this fighting people on the street. Street Fighter. I love this open hub. This gave me chills, man. Just look how good she looks. Chun-Li looks perfect. Ryu looks even better. Look at that cloak. He looks like Goken. Chun-Li training a new batch of youngins. New character Jamie. Drunken boxer. Apparently he's related to Yin and Yang. Look at him.
The top player is here. Let me have some fun.
Ready? Then show me.
This will be a good fight.
Look at that. Everything has this punchier feel. Focus attacks, or I don't know, they're calling it something different this time. Look at this color, man. I love it. Parry. That's a parry system. Perfect parry time. Oh, look at that. And then your classic super. Oh, his super looks pretty good. The story stuff. Love the logo. A chunky looking 6 and Roman numeral 6. The Battle Hub. Look at that game center in the background. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm so excited. PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Steam. Couldn't have asked for a better deal. This should not be PS4 and 5 exclusive. So, I want to run through again. This time I'm going to pick out some things that I know of about this. First of all, we get a good look at some of the characters. There's an Italian character on the billboard over there. There's Hugo there. The hip-hop vibe aesthetic, I love it. I think this is what Street Fighter needs to embrace. It's very cliched, but it's like it has this on the streets vibe that they've shied away from, and now this game has an identity. World Tour looks amazing. I'm sure it's going to be a little clunky because of last gen, but again, these nameless cheesy box face wearing characters are your enemies. You're going around chilling with people. And doesn't this guy look like Johnny Depp? And instantly fighting people and learning moves. Rumor has it that you're gonna go around and you're gonna learn moves from the masters. So you're gonna meet Ryu, Chun Li, and different characters, and you're gonna get up to date on the story. Um, Ryu, apparently, according to his online profile, there's no evil Ryu anymore. He's achieved his ascension. He's on a new path. That's why he looks like Goken. This new character, Jamie, is related to somebody. You know those two guys with the cap? I can't remember from Street Fighter 3. Jun, I think. Apparently, that walkout when it says versus, a lot of people were thinking that's like tag team. That's how the versus screen starts. So you select your characters, they walk out, a big versus sign shows up, and then you see their faces in the profile while the game loads in the background. Because look at these backgrounds, man. Look how detailed these backgrounds are, despite being a little muted, which is great because you can focus in on the fighters. Again, the parry and drive, these are parries. You're looking at perfect parry, and he quickly punishes with his Shiryu. Oh my god. I can't wait for this game. The supers look good. This is a cinematic mode. He's about to do some kind of assassination. I'm going nuts, man. And right here in the Fighters Hub, you're gonna notice something crazy. They're showing another fighter, Kimberly. So, new challenger, Kimberly. There's a picture of Guile on the arcades. If you zoom in very quickly, and of Cammy, um, I can't believe it, man. This is a fighting game that I want. This is a fighting game that we all need. Other small bit of tidbits and info that have dropped are that now the game will have a commentator mode. So you're going to have the same experience as if you were going on a fighting game tournament, which is fantastic. Everybody needs this. I've seen people online be like, "Oh, I'm gonna turn that off." No, trust me. Maybe the English one gets annoying. Maybe you can do it in Japanese. It's gonna have subtitle support. This will make you feel like not only are you a fighter, a world tour fighter, but you're an esports fighter. You're competing in a tournament. I gotta tell you, have you ever been to any fighting tournaments? Or, you know what? Maybe you've gone to the arcades and you've been the winner and you've stayed on, or you've challenged somebody who's been on the machine for the longest time. That feel is so, it's crazy. That rush you get is so crazy. And I think the guys at Capcom had that in the back of their mind. How can we make every person feel like they are the best fighter ever? And then create an online hub world where the best of the best meet. And maybe you won't be the best, you know, maybe even myself, maybe I won't even make the top 1,000 or 1,000,000, I don't know. But when I'm playing this game offline, online, in the story hub world, in the arcade, having that commentating, having that instant feedback when I do well, when I don't do well, it's gonna make me feel great. And there are games that do that very well. Look at all the UFC games. Remember one of the first UFC games on PlayStation 3? You had Joe Rogan in commentary. It'd be like, you pick Chuck Liddell, he'd be like, punches and bunches. And just like even those silly phrases get stuck to your mind and it make you laugh, and give you a little bit of push of, give you a little bit of motivation. So like I said, you're gonna see that shot that I was talking about, where the two characters are sort of walking. It looks like it's a 4-player tag team versus shot. It's not. There's footage that has leaked, and that shows that once you select your characters, the background goes up, and you see these two characters walk out side by side, and then they stop under a big versus sign, and then the level starts. There's a cool element to it too, because they don't show you in this trailer, but after this big versus sign, you see their profile faces and you can change them. Like you can react, which is very akin to Soul Calibur 2. I remember you selected your character and like your character would speak if you pressed any button. they would say something or they would emote. I like this, man. They're doing all the right things. Uh, there's talk about this being a very defensive Street Fighter, which is great. Because that means you can come up with strategies. You're looking at the parry system anytime that blue paint pops up. And normal parry looks like you can just like hold those buttons, not hold them, but like get the timing right, and it's just gonna just be holding those buttons. Whereas that perfect parry Ryu does against Chun-Li, that requires like precise timing. That's the kind of thing you need to like counter as super. Now people also say, well, what's the difference between like parrying and blocking? Why can't I block? Well, blocking, how do I put it in a very simple terms? Because I'm still getting used to like loving fighting games again. I used to love fighting games a lot. This channel is about my journey going back into it and finding that love and passion for it all over again. Blocking is, once you block, you have to go into an animation and then attack. So you block and then you can attack, but there's a bit of delay. When you parry, you don't have that delay. So when you attack after a parry, it's instant. And so the person who was oppressing you, the aggressor, they immediately get countered. So why parry versus block? Well, if you block, then you block, and by the time you're ready to hit, they can block or counter you. Whereas with a parry, you have the option to not only lower the meter, your drive gauge meter, but you can instantly punish them, and they have no way to counter that other than to parry themselves. It's all fascinating stuff. It's so wicked. This is taking the concepts of Street Fighter 4 and just moving forward. Also, to note that this is the most current storyline of the game. Like, I know Street Fighter 3 remained as like the most future tale of the series. Well, Street Fighter 6 is confirmed to be the most like up-to-date current. So I remember 4 went back into the past. 5 was around the same time as Street Fighter 3, maybe a little bit later, or some parts were a little bit earlier. But now they are fully in the future. That's why Chun-Li doesn't work at Interpol anymore. She's just training. She has an orphanage. She's training new disciples. Ryu has achieved ascension, essentially. And he looks like Goken, which is great. I love that. These are rumors now, that Ken is not looking too well. Rumor has it he's in the dumps, because I don't know why. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Other than that, like everything else is a rumor. If you get a chance to like zoom in when we show you that hub world area, you can actually see Cammy and Guile there, so we know they're coming. I'm excited. There's a lot of rumors of what potential characters are being released. I don't want to get into it because again, there's nothing official, and I want to keep this first video as clean as possible. All I do know is there's that girl fighting Chun-Li. That's pretty awesome. She looks to be a unique new character. There's Kimberly, who looks like she has skates on. And Jamie and Luke look fantastic. I like what they've made. Luke was the last DLC character in Street Fighter 5. And to see him like take like this, bigger brother role, walk you through the ropes, I like that. Jamie looks fantastic. It's good to see another drunken boxer. And the combat feels chunky. You mean like impacts really matter. I am super hyped for this. I'm super hyped for the commentary mode. I'm super hyped for the parries. I'm super hyped for the new mechanics, the drive gauge that they're talking about, where you see characters sort of like cancel their dash and go into another move. This looks to be a much more faster, more impactful Street Fighter than, let's say, the one that most people have played 4, where I thought focus attacks and focus cancels were just this like heavy, slow sort of counter mechanic. Now things seem like they're really moving fast, and yeah, everybody that loves fighting games, how could you not be into this? Um, yeah, I'm super excited. Uh, this will do it for my first video. Please like and subscribe. Hopefully, my next video I can do an introduction. But my name is Asan, and thank you for listening to me ramble about stuff you probably heard about, and hopefully you walked away with something new. If not, still thanks for listening. Take care. My name is Asan. This is Shoto Khan. Shoto Khan Design Works. Take care. Bye.